So we got funded. What's up everybody, Jacob here, your community manager, and I just want to give a quick community update post Catalyst Fund 7. So first of all, welcome to all of you new Duo players. We've got a ton of new people in the server, so really excited to have you along for the Duo journey. If you've been following for a little bit of time, you've heard us talk a little bit about Revelar, which is going to be our back-end NFT gaming engine. So Duo is going to be the flagship game for Revelar. Revelar is going to be kind of the support system to make Duo work. Now, we were really active in the Cardano Catalyst Fund 7, which just finished up here, and I know you heard us talk a little bit about that, but we were actively pitching the Revelar Game Engine in conjunction with Duo to try to help get some funding for building out Revelar. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about with Revelar, we did a whole announcement video where we talked about our vision for what it's going to be. You can find that video on YouTube, or you can also find it in the announcements channel on our Discord server. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the fund proposals that got funded in a second here. But first of all, just want to tell you a few updates about Duo. First of all, you've probably figured this out, but we have a game on Stocktwits now. This is a new addition to pre-alpha gameplay on our Stocktwits stream, where you can actually win ADA every single day with your color cards. So this is a really great opportunity to get a second play in every day, earn some ADA, and then put that ADA towards more color cards, right? We're super excited to be partnering with Stocktwits on that to bring you that pre-alpha gameplay stream. So make sure you check out both pre-alpha gameplay in our Discord and pre-alpha gameplay on Stocktwits each and every day. We also made a few quick improvements to our Discord server to help keep bots out. We now have verification, and we also have a links channel where you can find all of the different Duo links. Some people didn't realize that we actually have a Duo blog, we have a Duo newsletter, we're really active on Twitter, so you can always reach out to us there. So there's a lot of different ways to interact with Duo and learn more about what we're building here. Okay, so I want to talk about the Revelar Catalyst Fund proposals that got funded. Those 4 funds that we had funded were Game Asset Management, NFT Game Assets API, Self-Governed Gaming, and Easy Cardano Node Deployment. And on top of all of those 4 funded proposals, we also have the NFT Gaming Podcast, which was a proposal that unfortunately didn't get funded, but that's okay, we're just gonna do it anyway. So I'm really excited for that. I'll let Jason tell you about the 4 funded proposals and the NFT Gaming Podcast. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our founder, Jason, and let him tell you about it. Jason, take it away with our first funded proposal.
Hi, it's Jason, the founder of Duo, and the brand new, first of its kind NFT game engine Revelar built on Cardano. We've been really excited on the incredible feedback we've got so far, and that's invaluable to us to make sure that we build something that's of value to the entire Cardano community. Now, as we go through Revelar's Fund 7 proposals, we'll go through each one, and they're all conveniently listed on our website, revelar.co. So if you lose track or you need to go back and find them, that's the best place to take you to each idea scale in-depth proposal. We've outlined funding, our plan, and our roadmap to get the projects completed, and also what that will look like impact-wise. And for us, it's planning on giving back these funds as a form of credits to early adopters and early developers using our services in the long term. So let's dive into the first proposal, which I am especially excited about. As you're studying and looking at all of your game content, is how do you manage assets long term? And this isn't necessarily just creating them and minting them the first time, but if you have multiple collections, or if you have collections releasing slowly over in time instead of one big mint, how do you as a team manage all of these assets? Understand where are your NFTs moving? How often are they moving? How many times are players using NFTs and then selling them so that somebody else can use them in a particular part of the game, for example? So this asset management idea is really important. And right now, that's just lists and collections of things within traditional NFT options out there. Well, we want to take that a step further and give developers ways to connect logic around these collections to understand maybe individuals have to have certain amounts of NFT assets before they can do certain actions in games. So this asset management and being able to connect more of the traditional coding logic around that is something that we want to continue to build out as an API service for developers. And as I might have alluded to, there's an element of what we're trying to do, which is building out a game asset API. Now, this game asset API can serve a lot of different functions. Part of that is validating who has what and can they use that within the game. So games may include this within logic layers to unlock rooms with a particular item in somebody's inventory. Or maybe they would use it in unique and interesting ways in multiplayer games. So in our game, Duo, maybe you need to have a particular card in order to play at a certain size or certain round size of table. So for our game Duo, maybe there are certain rooms that you can only play a type of color card in. So if you wanted to have a dark humor themed room, you could only play dark humor cards. And in Duo, that's a specific color of card that you would have to have and play. So we can connect the metadata and run that through an API to validate what somebody has and then be able to connect that to some of the code and the logic that developers want to use. One of the other elements that we want to discover a little bit more on the academic side is this idea around decentralized identification and going into what that looks like for gaming. Whether that's gamertag IDs, whether that's a developer needing to know that there are only a specific unique number of users within their game or their system, or maybe that doesn't matter. But understanding how decentralized IDs start to play into games and ways that game developers would use that is really a formal way for us to open source some of this research, and it's likely something we'll build upon in future funds as tools within the Revelar NFT Game Engine. Now, if you are going down this rabbit hole of building an NFT game on Cardano, one of the things you'll quickly find is being able to manage and spin up and work with Cardano nodes. We believe that yes, that's fairly straightforward. There's some good tools or resources out there, but at the end of the day, there should be a faster one-click solution, or as close to one click as we can get, to deploy a full Cardano node and to utilize it within all of your needs as a game developer. So our first step is to formalize that process to create a good pipeline of deploying a node, but also make sure that we have robust security checks and a standard that's open source where others can contribute ways or improvements upon a security model. That means that creating and minting your own assets will be a lot faster and straightforward. And for us, if there's an opportunity to bring value in managed nodes or managed services, then we would contribute that as well. And being able to give people an easy way, if they need a more centralized node service to be managed for them, but just deployed and used in one-off use cases or maybe short-term development needs, we could provide that service through the Revelar Game Engine. And then finally, the thing I am most excited about, and we're really excited to announce our partnership as this comes a little bit closer and we finish filming our pilot episode, is the NFT Gaming Podcast. This is something that we have been so excited about filming because it allows each team that's building a game on Cardano or in this ecosystem a way to share what that game is about, a way for everybody in the ecosystem to consume that in a very specific, focused format, but then also include updates. One of the things I think that gets forgotten a lot is, where is this team now? What are they up to? What's a recent development milestone? And that's something that we want to include in our first season of the NFT Gaming Podcast, interviewing great founders, great projects, building in the Cardano ecosystem, but also in every episode giving updates on where some of the earlier interviewed founders are at now. And if they have updates to contribute, maybe that's something that can be wrapped up and rolled up in that episode as we continue to film throughout season 1. And maybe it even spins out into a sister podcast that is just solely dedicated to bi-weekly updates where development teams can come out of a sprint and share meaningful progress that they've made. This keeps every game community engaged with the project that they're looking at and that they're participating within as a gamer and as an owner of that game. But they also get this new discovery tool to find other fun games in the Cardano ecosystem that they might not know existed. So those are all of the things that we are working on for Fund 7. It's a lot of work, but we've built quite a robust team, and we are excited to contribute to our corner here in this Cardano ecosystem. And we can't wait to see what you guys build on top of Revelar, the new NFT game engine built here on Cardano. Until next time, GG.